International news editor Sophie Mokoena is joining us for this conversation. Just a look more at this particular issue of tariffs. Sophie, thank you so much for your time. And we see South Africa trying to have an enhanced proposal to avert this particular, 30% tariff increase. Let's just look at what is it that they're looking at enhancing.
Well, they're looking at perhaps engaging the United States of America on what they can compromise on in terms of give and take. But South Africa's argument is that the calculations that led to the US administration, particularly the Department of Trade and Industry, to arrive at this number, it's not correct when you look at the trade deficit. And therefore, they are engaging the US on that as well. And of course, South Africa saying, we also have the rare minerals that you need, particularly as you are powering ahead to try and develop your manufacturing capacity. And therefore, let's look at that and discuss that. But what was strange for me, since President Trump made that announcement after signing that executive in terms of tariffs that will be imposed on South Africa, the issue of minerals, there was some, reprieve. They were not included because America is fully aware that they need these rare minerals. And therefore, on issues also of poultry, how you can negotiate so that the Americans can be happy, but also you don't compromise your market in South Africa. And therefore, these are some of the discussions. And you know that it is not only South Africa. Many countries are experiencing this problem. And sometimes President Trump's calculation of these tariffs are not based on facts on the ground, and also in terms of what's being exported to the United States of America. So many countries are arguing that the way the US arrived at the decision after a signing of that executive order to impose tariffs, they don't agree. Many countries are saying the same thing.
So is Team South Africa confident that in the discussions and, the conversations they've had that they could avert, this hike by tomorrow, because the clock is ticking?
For them, there's still a window for discussions where perhaps President Trump or the US administration can postpone implementation thereof. We saw earlier on, few hours ago, Mexico and US agreeing 90 days reprieve again in terms of the negotiations. So that's what South Africa is hoping for, but there hasn't been a word from the United States of America. The only thing that President Trump spoke about in relation to South Africa was the possibility of him coming to the G20. But also there we have to be very careful because he's not forthright and say, I'm not coming. He says he wants to come. If someone says, I want to go, but there are these issues, so we'll see, maybe I'll send someone, maybe. And therefore, you have to have a room that maybe at an 11th hour he might decide to come. But secondly, he may say that, there's also issues of security. When you have big meetings like these, a head of state doesn't outright go public that I'll be traveling to a particular country because there are security issues that you have to take into consideration. It will be the question of America will attend, and then later you'll know who will lead the delegation. So I think we also have to be careful there, but based on what he's saying, people are thinking that he's not going to come. But the other issue there, he didn't this time around talk about the specific targeting of white people, the genocide. He didn't use that word this time around. He just said the killings of farmers. And when you talk about killings of farmers, you also have black farmers who are victims. You have farm workers who are victims. And therefore, when you listen to him carefully, yes, he still have these reservations, but he didn't say white farmers this time around. The issue that for me became problematic is when he spoke about killing policies, when you say killing policies, I don't know whether he was talking about killing of the economy based on the reservations of President Trump on certain policies that the government is saying are aimed at addressing the imbalances of the past. So I got a bit taken aback when he spoke about killing policies. Which policy? There's no country that can adopt a policy to kill.
Just before I let you go briefly, this is a Trump who's not happy, because right now you have more and more countries who are recognizing the state of Palestine, and it goes against the very thing that he stands for.
You are correct. We saw just now Canada indicating that they will recognize the state of Palestine during the UN General Assembly in September. And we saw France doing the same. We saw Spain doing the same. And it looks like there's this strong wave. The United Kingdom has done the same today. And Trump announcing that he will punish Canada for taking such a stand. So it is a issue now he's grappling with. He's busy on Truth Social today, very busy, responding to this, announcing this. So it's just a day in which it's gonna be a long night.
A long night indeed, as you always say. Let's see what happens, because it looks like there'll be very little sleep. That was our SABC News International editor, Sophie Mokoena.